Hello and welcome to Breezy Chatter. Today I'm going to be talking about Temptation Island, Season 4, Episode 5. So it looks like the guys are still reeling from the last bonfire. Luke is upset that Iris sees George as marriage material. And in an effort to lighten things up, the girls come over and the guys decide that they're going to set up a slip and slide and just have fun and try to forget about everything that happened during the bonfire. And Juicy takes this opportunity to grill Lascelles about his fixation on Trace. And Lascelles grows tired of having to explain his interest, his sole interest in Trace. So much to a point where Lascelles lets everyone know that he is only interested in Trace. He's not interested in anyone else. Don't approach him. He doesn't want to be friends. He just wants people to understand where his interests are and stop questioning him about why he's not getting to know other women. So someone did say, well, you're not growing. And he's sort of said, well, I don't care. Trace was beyond happy that Lascelles sort of set everyone straight. And she said that that's what the women needed to hear. They needed to hear from him loud and clear, straightforward and to the point. And then we have Gillian. She wants to sleep in the same bed with Tommy. So they decide that they're going to, I guess, cuddle or talk the whole night. But from what we could see, the moment she got in the bed with him, they just started making out. And, who knows what happened after that. Then we have Hanya looking at pictures of Ash. And he's teary-eyed. He's very upset. He comes out and the women are asking him if he's okay. It looks like he was talking to Paige and Karina. And he told them no, and they offered him a hug. And he sort of opened up about how terribly he's treated Ash. How from, I guess, word go, he's been cheating on her, sleeping with other women, and how he's lied about it. And he says even to this day, he still lies about it. And I think he's ready to come clean. And he also is probably feeling like this is his karma. This is his comeuppance. This is the big payback for all of the misdeeds that he's done while he was in a supposedly committed relationship with Ash. Then we have Lascelles, once again trying to tell these women, especially Alexa, to leave him alone. Alexa decided she wanted to confront Lascelles once again and tell him that she felt misled by him. She was waiting for him. He did not give her any opportunities. But I think a couple of episodes back, if I'm not mistaken, he did tell her that he was interested in Trace. And she sort of said she was going to wait around for him. He never said, yeah, wait around for me. I'm coming for you. He said, I'm interested in Trace. And he also said that if he had let her on, he apologized for it. So I don't know why they're putting him in this position now where he has to apologize again, where he has to clarify that nothing has changed. He's still interested in Trace only. And, they need to leave him alone. So he's becoming really frustrated about it. And he said, he's done talking. And he just got up from the table and he left. We have the announcement of the elimination. Mark Wahlberg comes into the girls' villa and he lets them know that they have to get rid of 5 men right now. So all of the men were given 5 tokens and they would put the token on the name of the person they felt should go home. So each man had an opportunity to vote for 5 men to go home. So the men who were voted off was Brian, Andrew, Evan, Mike M, and Taylor. And when Taylor was getting all those tokens, you could just see Ash crumbling, crying, boo-hooing. Taylor, he said it was nice, getting to know everyone. He enjoyed his time there. Mark sort of threw the ladies a lifeline, or should I say threw Ash a lifeline, because I don't know if she was going to be able to sleep at night if Taylor had gone home. Mark explained to the women that they had 3 options. They could save someone. They could swap out someone. So that means they can save someone and then select someone who was not selected to go home, select them to go home in that person's place. Or they could just let things stand as they are. So, of course, they decided that they weren't going to do a swap. They were just going to save Taylor. And Taylor was saved, and Ash was just beyond happy at that point. And then at the guys' villa, 5 ladies were up for elimination, same fashion. And the 5 women that were selected were Riley, Bree, Emily, Megan, and Olivia. And the guys, instead of just saving someone, decided that they were going to swap out someone. So they saved Megan, and they sent Alexa home in Megan's place. So some people seemed a little shocked by that, but Hanya didn't mind telling Alexa that it was time for her to go. You know, she's not been doing anything but causing trouble. She made it very clear that she was just there for Lascelles. Lascelles is not interested, so might as well go home. And then we have the guys' villa. It's party time. They're having a 70s party. The girls' villa, they're having a Mardi Gras theme party. And we get to see, people being social, Tommy and Gillian kissing, Ash and Taylor. Ash was grinding all over Taylor. And we saw Iris. She was having the time of her life. She was dancing, and it was all about her and having a good time. And she was nominated the queen of the Mardi Gras. And we have Luke talking to Paige about how he's crying all the time. And Hanya, we see him with Karina. And he said that she is his girlfriend. So Hanya's trying monogamy for a change. And he's trying it with Karina. So we see them getting in the bed. And I guess they're sleeping. There, didn't look like anything else was happening. But it looks like he's going to try to see if he can be a one-woman man. We did get to see Taylor and Ash in bed together. And it's quite apparent that they took it to the next level. And the morning after, she said she felt adorned. She was very happy. She had that glow. So I don't know. Hanya may have lost Ash. So it's bonfire time, and the guys are up. We have Lascelles. He gets to see Ash talking with Blake. And of course, it's about her saying she's never seen Lascelles so emotional. And Lascelles, he admits that he's never shown that side to Ashley, and he just says he's never had a moment where he could actually just, I guess, recognize his feelings or acknowledge his feelings and express himself. So that was about the size of that. And then we have Luke. Luke sees Iris getting her life at the Mardi Gras party. And he said that he was happy to see her having a good time and letting loose. And then he started crying, and he said it was tears of joy. Although I don't think so. I think it was, he was feeling a way watching her having a good time, and he was not a part of it. And then there's Edgar. He gets to see Gillian with Tommy. And of course, they've been sleeping together now. And I don't mean like taking it to the next step, but they've been lying in bed together, making out. So that's what Edgar got to see, and he didn't like it. And he said, watching her with Tommy makes him question whether she loves him. He said he dropped everything for her, even his friends. His friends would say, what about us? You don't hang out with us anymore. And he felt like he loved Gillian enough that he was willing to just forego the life that he had before he met her, just so he could be with her. And he's so upset and hurt by the things that she's done. And I guess how much he sort of held back out of respect for her, and she is just going all in. So he's saying that he doesn't know her. He doesn't know Gillian, and he doesn't like what he sees, and he doesn't want that. Then we have Hanya, and of course he got to see Ash and Taylor in bed together, and it was quite clear what was going on. And Hanya said that, he's been taking Ash for granted. And then we have the ladies at the bonfire, and we have Ash, and she gets to see Hanya confessing that he's cheated on her throughout the relationship. And she said she knew it. She knew he was sleeping with other people. She sensed it. And she said that he's not getting the same person that he knew coming into Temptation Island. And I thought that was kind of hopeful, maybe for Hanya. Maybe she is going to go back to him, but she's going to set boundaries, and she's probably not going to take any of that crap that he was doling out to her earlier on in the relationship. But I don't know. We'll have to see, because a part of me thinks that she's going to leave with Taylor and she's going to leave Hanya in the dust. But we'll have to wait and see about that. And then we have Iris. She sees Luke crying. Iris said she's proud of Luke because he's getting to that level where he can express himself. And she said she's enjoying herself as well in a respectful way, but she's not there as his woman. She's there on her own and she's having a good time and she's enjoying the independence. And then we have Ashley, and she gets to see Lascelles telling everyone that he is only interested in Trace. He's not interested in anyone else. They also showed Lascelles telling Trace that he's going to tell Ashley that they need to take a break because he needs more time to discover what it is that's going on between him and Trace. And Ash, she said if Lascelles wants to take a break, that's okay. But of course, they're going to have a conversation. And she did become teary-eyed and she was crying a bit. I think that's another relationship that's in big trouble. I think Lascelles is ready to leave Ashley in the dust. Then we have Gillian. Instead of Gillian seeing Edgar with Marissa or Edgar partying, Gillian gets a direct message from Edgar. And he says, Gillian, what the F? He said, I love you, but if you don't love me, leave me alone. Just leave me the F alone. And he's crying, he's upset. And Gillian, she said she hates that he's hurting or that he's in so much pain. But she didn't really seem all that moved about watching him crying and telling her, like, step off. Because she said she's been lying to herself. She told Mark that the lie that she's been telling herself is that she wants a future with Edgar. This episode was very juicy. If you like my commentary, hit like, subscribe, and leave comments. Thank you for your time. Until next time, ta-ta.